how 6ix9ine built his fan base. Over the last couple of years, Daniel 6ix9ine Hernandez, the brains behind the popular songs such as Gummo, Billy, and Coda, has slowly but surely been on the come up. However, he has a lot of people questioning exactly how and why this has happened. Hi, and welcome to King Trending, where today we'll be looking at just how Tekashi 6ix9ine has been able to build up such a large fan base over the last year or so. If you are a true 6ix9ine fan, be sure to watch the video all the way through. Maybe there's something we left out that you'd like to include in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and push the notification bell to potentially see even more Tekashi content in the future. Who is he? Basically, to give a rundown about who Tekashi is, he's from Brooklyn, New York, was raised under Puerto Rican and Mexican descent, lived in relatively harsh conditions, I'll give him that, considering he was expelled from school in the 8th grade, and worked a variety of jobs including drug distribution in order to help his mother financially. We'll get more into that later actually, but that's really just the summarized version of his biography to get to the point that producing music was more so an outlet he found along the way. In his No Jumper podcast, Tekashi spoke about how people would just call him Mad Cool whenever he made music. The fame just sort of came naturally with his aggressive style of rap, which is really a simple homage to the violence and gang culture he's always surrounded himself with when he was growing up in Bushwick.
Well, I started rapping for fun, to be honest with you. I didn't really want to be a rapper or whatever. I just started making music because everybody was just like, yo, you look mad cool, like, you know what I mean?
How it all began. In short, 6ix9ine's primary rise to fame came from the help of music uploader GUMMO. Between 2014 and 2017 on YouTube, that would be 6ix9ine's main way of distributing any of his new content, including the infamous GUMMO, at least until World Star swooped in. But that's besides the point. For those not familiar with GUMMO, compared to the North American market, they're predominantly known for their content in Europe, as well as Russia. And if you bother to look back when Tekashi began touring, which was late 2016 to 2017, a large majority of his locations were in those areas, including Moscow, London, Bratislava, Belgium, etc. It wasn't until the end of 2017 that Tekashi would perform in places like Orlando, or even his hometown of New York.
Chains out hit me, we out here, King New York. If I didn't run New York, or if there was anything that was contradicting what I say all the time, someone would have did something by now.
Between spring and winter of 2017, though Tekashi was still building up a decent name for himself in North America, only partially for his music though. In April 2017, he collaborated with Trippie Redd on Pole's 1496, before the beef. Then it was around July that he became a viral meme over Reddit and Twitter, which eventually led the people to his Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud, building up enough of a fan base to have GUMMO partly become the next big thing. His aggressive, unconventional style of music. The main idea behind this one is that he is different. There is one thing 6ix9ine did right. It was his decision to carve out an entirely new niche in the ocean that is SoundCloud rappers. Lil Pump is a good example when describing the typical mumble rapper whose main premise is promoting illicit drug use.
Lean costs more than your rent. Ooh, huh? Me and my grandma take meds.
But when you compare the numbers, that's what seems to be selling. So anyways, his music isn't so much the type that you'll dance to at a pub or club.
No wrist ain't look like glue. Walk in the club and I flex like ooh. Miss Marshall all of my shoe.
Or even bumping your whip with friends, but it's loud, it's spiteful, and very energetic. Just keep your earphones at a low level. Surprisingly though, 6ix9ine has a variety of mood sets for his hyper-aggressive style. Coda offers a more electronic and energetic feel, while Billy is full of loud terror. Meanwhile, in one of Tekashi's newest releases, he's changed entirely. Lyrically, he's the same of course, but the flow is far meeker than his past work, which just goes to show that you never know what to expect from this man. He loves to keep things fresh, which is what most people enjoy. His online activity. As we briefly forementioned, Tekashi built up somewhat of a following online thanks to many memes surrounding his name. But there's actually more to it. Dating back to his time in school, despite living an impoverished life, Tekashi was relatively cool with the kids. He was always the class clown, and if you couldn't tell already, was never afraid to be himself. He considered both of these characteristics to be an asset, and began to rep a clothing line of his own which constantly portrayed inappropriate words. So it's probably the best we blur all that out. However, was his gimmick to becoming a living meme online and resulting in 7-ban Instagram accounts worth it? Well, Tekashi is, and I quote, the king of getting my Instagram deleted. This was around 2012, 2013, and any videos or most photos are nearly impossible to find because no one really bothered. Sucks.
Here's the challenge. Comment, let me know your story, you know what I mean? I'm taking one lucky kid school shopping, and this comes from the bottom of my heart. I'm not even gonna say who you are. We're gonna go buy some shoes, clothes, some school supplies. And I grew up and I didn't have nothing. I used to wear shoes coming out the garbage. My mom didn't have no money for us to eat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure a lot of kids got what they need to go to school, follow their dreams.
So really quick, this money is gonna go to your snacks, okay? So I'm gonna make a list of certain snacks that y'all want, and it's also going to trips, all right? So the trips that we give, that we going on, this money is gonna go to it, all right?
Charity work. While Tekashi has certainly done some questionable things in the past, he's also proven time and time again to be a kind and loving person. Prior to creating music, 6ix9ine would participate in local HIV awareness campaigns around Brooklyn, New York, as a way of supporting his few friends who have to deal with the disease. He's also a well-known supporter of his own community and has given back somewhat nearly $40,000 to local charity groups as well as schools. Most of what he's donated to schools, he intended to have it funded to school snack programs and the future field trips, as when he was growing up, never had the pleasure of either privilege. Most recently, however, Tekashi can be seen giving back to the locals of the Dominican Republic in his newest music video, Gotti. The platinum lyricist ends up giving out $100 bills and Dominican pesos to various demographics ranging from young children to the hardworking older generation. Kind of tugs your heartstrings, doesn't it? And is yet another reason why some rather respect the artist. And while the lyrics in his songs don't show it, Tekashi is also an active anti-bullying advocate, as he expresses in an XXL magazine interview from December 2017. His aspirations. Not many of you knew this about Tekashi, but now the 21-year-old rapper has a baby daughter. He's proven to be a man of his community, so it goes without saying that he not only hopes to provide for his family as well. For example, when he was younger, Tekashi would work on the side to help provide for him and his mother, so we can be sure that she's been taken care of as of now. As for his baby girl, he currently shares the responsibility with her birth mother, and in a video on Insta, expresses how not even a year ago he couldn't support her financially, and just goes ahead and pulls out $100,000 in Benjamins. He also gives us a heartfelt message about chasing your dreams, because as long as you work for it, you can beat the odds. Tekashi even said it himself that the odds were heavily stacked against him at first, but he still managed to find a way, and if that stack of cash doesn't prove it to you, then who knows what will.
Last year, my daughter was 1 year old, you know what I'm saying? And I had no money to really buy Pampers to really support her like that, you know what I'm saying? But this year, we got 3 songs on the Billboard Top 100. 100,000, man, walk around spending money, man. We here, man. This year, we live, you know what I'm saying? For everybody out there, follow your dream, man. Stop worrying about people telling you, you ain't good at this, you're not gonna make it. Yeah, she bumming, man. Say hi. Give me this. This is mine. It's mine. Give me.
The controversy. Basically, we live in a time where any sort of press is good press, because no matter how you look at it, you're getting your name out there. And in this day and age, views are always converted to cash. The man knows how to stay part of the conversation. For the past 2 years, Tekashi has had several controversial feuds with other underground artists like Zillakami, Trippie Redd, and Pierre Bourne for his beat in Gummo. There was also that time he faked his death in December of last year, which had a lot of people talking, might I add, and his many show cancellations because of gang-related feuds in the area like Minnesota and Los Angeles. He also faked a publicity stunt involving a $7.5 million contract with Interscope, not to mention the dispute he got himself into with the law, which may or may not involve an underage woman from back in 2015, which has recently resurfaced, also thanks to Trippie Redd and Zilla. All of this has converted into hundreds of millions of engagements across all platforms, only furthering his career and allowing him more and more people to find his music. Say what you will, but Tekashi knows how to build up his brand, and hereby his fan base will only grow naturally with it.
That sounds disgusting.
Yo, rest in peace, my man 6ix9ine. Yo, rest in peace.
He's violating my bro.
Rest in peace, 6ix9ine. You a legend, you heard?
And with that said, that concludes how Tekashi 6ix9ine has been able to build up such a loyal fan base.
Follow your dream, man. Stop worrying about people telling you, you ain't good at this, you're not gonna make it. My mom didn't have no money for us to eat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure a lot of kids got what they need to go to school, follow their dreams.
Feel free to comment what you thought about today's video, and maybe leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification button to see more King trending videos similar to this one in the near future. And have yourselves an excellent day.
Just another reminder to enter the iPhone 10 giveaway we have going on. All you guys need to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, drop a like, and comment the hidden message in the video. Thank you for watching till the end, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.